Welcome to Scottish Ballet Headquarters. I'm Kate and I'm going to take you through our short exercise routine today, which is designed to stretch and strengthen. This is a specialised introduction to floor-based ballet exercises. I'm joined today by Scottish Ballet professional dancers Luke and Lucy, so let's get started. Alright, so sitting up nice and tall, we're going to roll the shoulders up, around and down. Just relaxing, opening and down. And then shrug the shoulders right up to the ears, scooping the fingers along the floor and let the chin drop down, back up. And shrug the shoulders up, reaching the fingers out, turning the head to the right and again, shrugging up and reach the arms along the floor, nice and easy in the neck, and shrugging up and reach out to the right and left, taking the right arm up, lifting tall, bending over to the side and just curling round to the front, back up tall, left arm. Breathing out. And lift last time. Come up really tall, lift through the whole spine. Nice and easy, right on top of the sit bones. And we'll turn to this side. Laying down on the floor. We're going to bring the right leg and cross it over the left. And pulling the knees towards you, nice and gently again, breathing as you do it. And then turning the right leg out, put the hands through and pulling the left knee towards you. Keeping the spine nice and long. Changing legs, crossing the left over the right and pulling them in with a little pulsing if you want to. Nice and easy. Turning the left leg out. And extend the right leg along the floor and little hip circle with the left going around. And change direction. Just relaxing the hip, letting the leg rotate inside the socket. And change legs, pulling the right knee in and circle. And change direction. And just pull both legs in, curl up into a little ball, and as you exhale, stretch the legs out, reach the hands above your head, and just walking the legs out of the hips as you bring the arms around, down the sides, and place them on your hips. Legs in parallel, long spine. Pelvis is in neutral, no tucking or arching of the spine, and we're going to keep the feet pointed, bending the legs in, extending out and flex, and pointing in. Really scooping in the tummy muscles. All the time the stomach should be working. Nice and easy shoulders. And turning the legs out this time. Reaching the legs away from you. Now we're reversing, taking the legs up the side, close and extend along the floor. Keeping the spine really long. And stretch the legs out. We're going to do a port de bras, taking the arms up to fifth, bring them down and out to a little demi-bras. Again, up to fifth, keeping the shoulders easy. This time we take the arms up to fifth and we curl up, reaching the legs away from you. And head down and up, keeping the ankles together. Bring the hands back to the hips and bend the legs in. With the right leg, we're going to take the foot to coup de pied, extend along and a flex. It just comes off the floor. So keeping the hips soft, feeling as if the legs are getting longer every time you extend them out. Stomach scooping in. And articulating through the feet. Bring the right leg in and change to the left. Coup de pied and extend out. Keeping the length through the top of the head. And a little bicycle, extending out with a flex, long leg as it goes down, pointing in, flex and reaching. Making sure that the pelvis is still in neutral. Change to the left. Flex, go through demi, point. Long, long legs. Easy shoulders. And bend both legs in. We're going to point the feet, take the arms to fifth. And port de bras, stretching the legs as you bring the head up, flex the feet. Point, bending them in. Extend out, really scooping the stomach muscles, careful not to tuck under. And bring the head down, hands back onto the hips and just turning the legs out, walking them out of the hips as you turn them out. Keeping the pelvis neutral again, we could do coup de pied, turned out, extending devant, flexing the foot, point as it comes back in. Check that you're not rolling in the pelvis. Change to the left. Heel reaching out. So the leg is scooping away from you in the hip socket. We do the same thing now with the right leg out to second, coup de pied, extend through the heel, flexing as it goes to a little second. And coup de pied, reaching through the left leg, so it's working as well. Change to the left foot, bend it in, extend through the heel to second. Make sure you keep breathing. Stomach pulled in. Good, now do the same thing with two legs, bending them both into little frog, extend, flex the feet out to a little second. Point as they come together. Lengthening through the spine all the time. Still using the feet. And we do the same thing again, but with the port de bras. Arms up to fifth. And bring the head up as you extend the legs. Keeping the tail long. Again, checking you're not tucking. Very good. Bring the legs together. Back to parallel, bend the legs in. Hands on the hips. Just recheck that you're long through the spine, the stomach's pulled in, and we do a développé with the right leg up, flex at the top, and lengthening the leg down towards the floor. Pointing in, reaching. Using your stomach muscles to stabilize you. And then reversing, flexing as the leg comes up. And left leg développéing up, flex at the top, using the foot on the way down. Keeping the hips facing up towards the ceiling, stomach engaged. And reverse, flexing up. Good, stretching both legs out. We're going to turn to the side. We'll turn to our left. Both legs are turned out, both feet are pointed, and we're going to bend the right leg in, extending out, flexing through the heel, and in. Really important to keep using the stomach here. One hip staying on top of the other. And then we go into a développé. Up, flex at the top, and down. And reversing, flexing as the leg comes up. Scooping the leg away from you. Very good. And turning onto the other side. To face the other way. Yeah, facing this way. And keeping one hip on top of the other, bending the leg in and scooping out through the heel. Stomach in, easy shoulders. Reach. And long thighs. And you're working from underneath the leg. Into the développé and in, extend up through the heel and long leg down. Keep the bottom leg working and lengthen the leg as it comes down. And reversing, flexing up, point, and sliding it down the bottom leg. Keeping the ribs engaged. Lovely. Good, and then turning onto our stomachs. Let's turn to face this way. So we're going to have the hands above the head here, and make sure that the shoulders are pulling down the back. Imagine that you've got your arms in fifth position, but the palms are facing on the floor. The legs are turned out, stomach is lifted, and we're going to just extend the right leg along the floor and down. Changing to the left and down. Think of it lengthening out of the pelvis. Stomach stays in. Now we extend the leg out. We flex and point, lengthen down. And reach, flex, point, and down. Again. Keeping the stomach lifted. Easy shoulders. And we're going to repeat that, but we lengthen through the top of the head, pulling the shoulders down, flex, point, and down, and change. It's more important how long the leg pulls out from the hip than how high it goes. Reaching through the heels. Very good. And we're just going to push yourself back onto your knees. Stretch out the back. The head relax on the floor. Easy shoulders. Come onto your feet, and we're going to do a little hamstring stretch. So the feet are slightly apart. We're going to stretch the legs and plie. And stretch and plie. You can scoop your tummy up as you stretch the legs. Last time, stretch and keep the stomach pulled in. We're going to slowly roll up through the spine, keeping your stomach muscles working. And we're going to just turn the legs out. Just to an easy first position, let the shoulders open. And we're going to take the arms to fifth position as we plie. Bring the arms down, up to fifth and rise. And down. Plie. using the stomach all the time, keeping long through the spine. Good, out to second. Same arms to fifth plie. Rising up. Think of the arms coming from your back. Really lengthen through the spine. This time stay up and slowly lowering down. We're going to reach the right arm to the side and lift up and over to the left. Lifting up through the spine, keeping the stomach muscles working. Good, just slowly walking the legs in, keeping them slightly apart. Take the arms up to fifth. And we're just going to go over, bending the knees, port de bras. Rolling up, using the legs, using the stomach as the arms come up to fifth. And bend the knees. Rolling through every part of the spine, shoulders down. Last time. Leave the arms hanging down.